It is rare for a footballing giant to be rendered so vulnerable so early in a World Cup. Yet under the lights of Lusail Stadium, that was the reality facing Argentina. They arrived in Qatar as a global titan, a squad expected to dominate their group and contend for the trophy. But following a shock defeat in their opening match, they entered the second game exposed. A second loss would mean immediate elimination from the tournament. Their opponents, Mexico, were well positioned to take advantage of this desperation, ready to challenge a team whose tournament life was already on the line. For an organization with these expectations, a loss here would represent a total historic collapse. Mexico chose to turn the match into a grueling physical battle, disrupting Argentina's rhythm before they could settle into a game. The pitch became a scene of constant collisions. Defenders tracked every movement, meaning almost every Argentine touch with a heavy tackle or a flying challenge. Mexico leveraged this aggression to create set-piece opportunities, sending in devilish free kicks designed to force a mistake from the Argentine backline. Argentine goalkeeper Emi Martinez prevented a disaster late in the half, securing a clean catch on a strike that managed to clear the defensive wall. At the halftime whistle, the score remained 0-0. Neither side had managed to produce a definitive opening. The atmosphere was thick with the weight of the stakes. It was a game that could barely breathe. Mexico's suffocating tactics had held firm, dragging an increasingly desperate Argentina to the very edge of elimination. As the second half began, the ticking clock became a source of mounting pressure. The Mexican supporters sensed the shift, filling the stadium with scoffing and jeers as Argentina struggled to find a way through the midfield. Lionel Messi was being systematically neutralized. He found his ankles taken away by sliding challenges whenever he attempted to drive toward the penalty area. When physical persistence fails to break a defensive wall, the match is decided by the smallest possible margins. This is the concept of the micro-margin. Breaking a deadlock of this scale requires finding a few inches of space, not a wide-open field. Mexico has established a dense wall of defenders, positioned to block any direct line of sight to the goal. Then, for a single moment, the spacing falters. Messi is granted 2 yards of space and a brief sight of goal. The resulting shot is about precision over power, aimed to skip past defenders who cannot see the ball's trajectory until it's too late. The ball threads the needle through the defense, skimming the grass and tucking into the bottom corner of the net. This single flash of magic from Messi provided the solution to 50 minutes of tactical frustration. The goal fundamentally changed the requirements of the match. Forced to seek an equalizer, Mexico had to move forward, finally leaving space behind their defensive line. This shift allowed Enzo Fernandez, a rising talent for the national team, to operate in a much less congested final third. Fernandez capitalized on the opening with a step-over and a quick shift of the ball, producing a curling finish that doubled the lead. This second goal provided the definitive release for the team, securing the 3 points and moving Argentina out of reach. The win was secured by 2 distinct contributors, a veteran who produced the breakthrough under immense pressure, and a youngster who provided the clinical margin of safety. The players responded with visible relief, celebrating a victory that effectively resurrected their tournament prospects. By executing when defeat meant elimination, Argentina moved past the threat of a premature exit. In doing so, they re-established their momentum on the global stage.